Yes.
for the,
Can you go down and hand these out? Those kids?
Oh, yeah, one more, right? Good evening. I call to order school board meeting for Scranton School District, Monday, September 8th. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Borthwick?
Here.
Mr. Casey?
Mrs. Chesak?
Present.
Ms. Fox?
Present.
Mr. McAndrew?
Present.
Ms. Merkel?
Present.
Ms. Strzelecki?
Present.
Mrs. Yanni?
Present.
Mr. Holmes?
Present.
8 present, 1 absent.
Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Strzelecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Present.
For the agenda, yes? Accept the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. 8 affirmative.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to just pull something. Should I have done it there? I think I should have.
We could still do it.
May I still do that?
She can, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to pull the, I'm sorry, the bill list and the exception bill list.
Will B1 and B2?
B1 and B2, yes, please.
Okay, I'm making a motion to accept the agenda with the 2 removals.
So moved.
On the question? Roll call.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Strzelecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
8 affirmative.
Jenny?
I'm sorry. Executive sessions were held on August 25th, 2025, and this evening to discuss personnel, real estate litigation, negotiations, and safety and security.
Thank you. Solicitors report?
Yeah, let me take a moment on, there's an agenda item tonight, potentially to hire a district architect. That's incident to a competitive procurement process that administration oversaw this summer. There was an effort made to submit through our OpenGov.com, or OpenGov procurement portal, all submissions. And one potential vendor was unable to submit through our required OpenGov.com procurement portal. The reason I'm talking about this now is I was asked to provide advice early on in this process as to whether that was a technicality that could be waived. And under the facts that were known to me, I advised the board that they can take what's called consensus and see if there was at least a majority of the board that wanted to waive a technicality in the way that the bidder submitted its proposal. Upon review and a deeper dive into the law in Pennsylvania, that was not a waivable defect, is essentially what we learned. Because of the facts and the circumstances that would have lent to unfairness to some of the other bidders, it was my law firm's recommendation that late submission be disqualified. So on that basis, I think there was some discussion last week at the work session. I wasn't there. I was asked by a director to comment on that tonight. So I'm doing my best to try to summarize some discussion that I wasn't here for. But the reason that one vendor was disqualified is because their failure to submit through the OpenGov procurement portal was, under Pennsylvania law, not waivable. So even though we have language in our bid specs that allows the board to waive certain technicalities, that is not one of them. Therefore, the law required us to disqualify that submission.
Thank you. Superintendent?
Thank you, President Holmes. I'd like to take a moment to welcome everyone back to school and say that we had a very successful opening to this school year. I'd like to personally thank our teachers, administrators, and staff members for ensuring that first week of school and into last week ran smoothly. I'd also specifically like to thank our maintenance crews for working nonstop to ensure our buildings were clean and ready for opening, as well as central registration teams for working round the clock to register students for school. I'd also like to take a moment to highlight some of the positive things we have happening in our district. The district recently received a grant from the Scranton Area Foundation to purchase an AED. The grant was from the Community Needs Grant Fund. Thank you to both the Scranton Area Foundation for considering us for this grant and to Bert Gentilezza who worked on the grant. The SATs will be held at Scranton High on September 13th and October 4th. It's very important to tell all parents of senior students that the federal government has issued guidance that any student who will be college age in the 26-27 year should apply for the FAFSA as soon as possible and expedite the process. Guidance counselors in high schools will be getting that information out, but I also wanted to cover that. There will be an immunization clinic in partnership with Hometown Health on September 13th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Due to the limited number of vaccines, we're asking that families register online. You can find the link on our social media page as well as our website. On October 2nd, Director of Curriculum Ann Griebeck will be hosting refreshing virtual office hours for K-5 Impact Social Studies, which are curricular materials. Mrs. Griebeck is also planning a refresher professional development for seasoned teachers and more in-depth professional development for new teachers on Tier 1 and Tier 2 math programming and tools. She will host professional development for principals prior to these teacher dates. A survey will be shared with teachers to help plan what specific needs there are. Tonight was the first meeting of the Math Action Planning Committee, comprised of teachers and administrators from all levels. The purpose of this committee is to use our data to create district-wide goals and to look at an increase in math achievement. Updates will be shared as they become available. I'm also excited to announce that this Friday is the Bell Game at Scranton Veteran Memorial Stadium. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. and the best of luck to the Invaders and the Knights. This month is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I would like to just take time and say that anyone who may be struggling, you matter, your life matters, and we are here to help you. We have countless resources throughout the district, along with community resources to help you if you need it. If anyone is ever having problems, please use the suicide hotline at 988, which is available at all times. Today is International Literacy Day. I continue to highlight the importance of literacy in the district, and it's one of my main goals during my tenure here as superintendent of the Scranton School District. The ability to be able to read and write and comprehend are skills that are needed for everyone for success beyond high school. I hope everyone takes a moment to read something for enjoyment today and to celebrate International Literacy Day. Thank you very much, President Holmes, and again, everyone, welcome back to school.
Thank you. Chris Suma. Go.
Everybody, I brought with me some of our interns. I know it was asked at the last meeting if we would have some of them come to speak. They're petrified looking at all the microphones that are in front of them. So I do believe that one will be speaking on behalf of all. But we have a little bit of a crack staff here today. Some of them are sick. There's one playing on the volleyball team for Scranton High right now. So, you know, as we got out of the summer months and all the work that they did, obviously their student activities are taking over. So we'll see some of them come back as the year moves along. But if you have any questions, I can say this much. It's as I stated at the last meeting, it was nice to see them grow from kind of where they were at as the summer grew into some friends. And they've been giggling and chatting about Hamilton, which I didn't know that they were all fans of, so that was happy for me to know because I'm a Hamilton buff. So, but it was, again, it's just nice to see their friendships flourish. So if you have any questions for them, I'm pretty sure Manoa is going to speak on behalf of all of them, but please feel free. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, my name is Manoa Cassius. I'm a junior at Scranton High.
Well, I just want to say thank you all for your hard work. I heard you guys did a great job this summer. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to working with you guys again if you want to come back, and I hope you guys all have a great school year.
What grades are you guys? What grades are you in now?
Oh, me and Pooja are both in 12th grade.
12, okay.
Oh, Taylor Swinton.
Oh,
Oh, and I'm Pooja. Rye.
We have a little something for you. Come over here. Yep. Yep. So these are just a little thank you from Mr. O'Donnell, Mr. Laffey, and I. And then we'll give the other three to Mr. Suma, but thank you very much. And you are our inaugural group of IT interns, so it's very, very special for you to be here.
Thank you, ladies.
thank you for coming tonight.
Dr. Aristani.
Here, why don't you stay for the picture?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peg Foster. I'm the Regional Service Specialist for the Pennsylvania Principals Association. And on behalf of the Pennsylvania Principals Association, we're here this evening with one of our corporate sponsors. Cades Margolis is the corporation, and Scott is here with us this evening to present a grant check to Dr. Aristani for her work in her school to provide funding for their student government in 4th grade so that those students can learn and grow as leaders, as well as to give them a voice within their school. So let's present a check for $1,000. All right, we need to pose. The Principals Association is proud to continue the ongoing good work that your school district is doing to support your children, as well as to support your leaders within our schools. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, and thank you, Dr. Aristani. You ran away. We were going to give you the mic. If you wanted to speak, you had a chance. Trust me, we have a beeper.
I am grateful for this opportunity. I apply for this grant every year, so I'm glad that we were the ones selected. We are starting a new student government with our 4th graders, so they will have an opportunity to be part of our PBIS and SEL team and use this money to make decisions on behalf of their student body. So we're very excited and very grateful, and thank you for having us this evening as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Saylor?
Thank you, President Holmes. It's kind of hard to follow a $1,000 check, but I wanted to make sure that no one missed the very clean audit that the district was given. It was exceptional. I was thinking about it. I've been in 7 different districts. This is the cleanest audit I have ever seen. A lot of credit goes to Mr. Laffey and Mr. Wolf for the records that they are keeping. Congratulations.
Great job.
Thank you. And now we will hear from our student representatives. First is Max Hoffner, and I do apologize if I butcher your names, and welcome as you take over, and we'll be the ones that keep us informed for the year. We are looking forward to it. This is the best part of the meeting, by the way. Setting you up.
I just this? Okay. Good evening. My name is Max Hoffner. I'm a junior at Scranton High School, and I'm very excited to share the happenings and events of Scranton High School. We've had an amazing first few weeks back at the castle. First, I'd like to thank our administrators, faculty, and staff for a great start to the school year. Our fall sports teams have had an amazing start, and we wish them the best of luck the rest of the season. Our clubs and extracurricular activities have also started up. On Thursday, September 18th, we will have our 4th annual club fair sponsored by the Knight Ambassadors. Here, new and returning students can learn about the different clubs and sports we offer. On Thursday, September 11th, there will be a junior-senior kickball game during Bell Week. We are also having a pep rally this Friday to celebrate the Bell game. Go Knights! College visits will begin on September 15th in the FRC for any senior who is interested in applying. This week is Suicide Prevention Week. Avidam, SAD, and the Knight Ambassadors will chalk the walk with positive messages and hand out awareness ribbons at lunch this Wednesday. I'd like to thank everyone for this opportunity, and I'd like to wish everybody a good year and success this school year. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, and again, welcome. I do apologize if I butchered your first name. She's the Kirsty Donegal. Sorry. I will have it next time. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Tristy Dingell, a senior at West Scranton High School. I would like to start off the night with all the positivity spreading around West Scranton High School. Invader pride and school spirit is the foundation for Invader football. The Bell game is the most important game on our schedule this year, and the Invaders and Knight rivalry has rippled through many generations. To honor this, we're hosting a Bell game pep rally on Wednesday to get our students ready for the big game. This will be hosted on September 10th from 7 to 9 p.m. at West Scranton Little League on Oxford Street. We would like to thank the Little League for sponsoring this event. There will be games, performances, and music. The Bell Game preparation continues on Friday, September 10th, as we have our annual Bell Game pep rally. With performances from the West Scranton Varsity Cheer, Band, and Color Guard, the pep rally is bound to engage our student body with enriching football culture. The Bell Game will take place that night at 5 p.m. The Invader football program is off to a great start and has high projected growth for their upcoming games. Diving further into Invader athletics, cross country has also had the most members on their roster since 2016. Seamus Wallace is the first ever West Scranton cross-country boy athlete to run a sub-17-minute 5K since Colin Kelly in 2016. Seamus has run a 16.36 5K. This season, our girls' varsity soccer team also welcomed new players and have quickly made an impact on the field, such as Alexandra Kosiski, Angie Nudita, and Jasmine Beck. These players are freshmen but have had significant impacts in their first few varsity games. Some returning players have also stepped up as leaders on the field, myself included, as well as seniors Eleni Nunez, Carla Alonso, Aaliyah Roman, and Natalie Lopez. Their tough teamwork and communication has grown their skills on the field. We recently celebrated our first goal this season against Blue Ridge, scored by Aaliyah Roman, and many more are to come. West Scranton Intermediate School also had a great back to school. They started off with a successful school fair on the 5th and new student orientation on August 19th. They would like to take a minute and thank all the community partners for participating and donating their time. Back to school night for West Scranton Intermediate will be on Wednesday, September 10th from 5 to 6:30. Students will be filling out their schedules for parents, and that will be available in students' homerooms. Also, a warm shout out to 7th and 8th grade fall sport athletes. They're off to a great start as well. The Willard Wildcats are also starting off strong. They made new friends and learned the rules and expectations of school. Last Friday, the students were even rewarded with ice cream for making great choices and following the Willard way. Keep up the great work, Wildcats. With the school year on the way, I'm beyond excited to see every student grow. Thank you for your time and this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you and welcome. PSBA.
No update this time.
At this time, we will entertain public comment. Each speaker has 3 minutes. Union heads have 4 minutes. Colin Manley is first. Caitlin, I said it wrong. Caitlin, sorry.
Good evening, board members and community members. My name is Kaylin Manley, and I am a sophomore at West Scranton High School. I was invited here this evening to tell you about my experience this summer at Georgetown University. This past summer, I was nominated to go to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. to attend the National Youth Leadership Forum on National Security. I was one out of 150 high school students to attend the National Forum. These students were from all over the country. some even being from outside of the United States. I was assigned a roommate, stayed in the dorms, and ate at the dining hall on campus at least once a day. During my time at Georgetown, I got the opportunity to work hand in hand with these students and form lasting relationships with them. We learned about navigating conflicts, national interests and power, foreign policy, defense and diplomacy, and public speaking. The instruction varied between lectures, hands-on activities, and simulations where we were assigned roles to problem-solve real-life national security conflicts. We also had the privilege of listening to various guest speakers on topics such as defense, diplomacy, and my favorite, the Wounded Warrior Project. We had a jam-packed schedule from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. We also had travel days where we visited places significant to the content we were learning about. We visited the State Department, the Pentagon, the Korean Embassy, the U.S. Naval Academy, and Arlington National Cemetery to witness the changing of the guard for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. One evening, we had the chance to explore the National Mall with memorials like the Lincoln Memorial, the World War II Memorial, and in the evenings, the group participated in team-building activities such as board games, trivia, and best of all, a scavenger hunt on the campus of Georgetown. Overall, I am truly appreciative of the opportunity to be able to represent West Scranton High School at the National Youth Leadership Forum. Thank you to the numerous community members who invested financially to help offset the cost of my trip. My attendance wouldn't have been possible without your support. In addition, thank you to the anonymous person who nominated me to participate this summer. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you all. Have a great night.
Congratulations. Marissa Harris.
Good evening, members of the board, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Marissa Harris, and I'm a proud member of the SFT and a graduate of Scranton High School, class of 2011. I'm here tonight to raise serious concerns about inequity in athletic funding at Scranton High School. Let me be clear, I am not here tonight to criticize any of our student athletes. They all deserve our full support. As a student athlete in 2011, girls' programs were supported with proper uniforms, warm-ups, and banquets. When I returned as head coach in 2023, I inherited a gutted and forgotten program. Mismatched uniforms, worn out equipment, and despite student interest, no JV team. So I asked myself, are female athletes receiving an equitable share of resources? The quick answer is no. According to my Right to Know findings, last season, football received $161,000, while girls soccer received less than $10,000. Baseball received $40,300, while softball received less than $10,000. Boys basketball received $28,000, while girls basketball only received $13,000. Oddly enough, cheerleading, not a core Title IX sport, received $10,000, more than softball, more than track, more than soccer, and at times even equal to girls basketball. Since the 2019-2020 season, Scranton High football has received $1.1 million. What is the justification for this obvious gender disparity? As a union member, I understand stipends are set by contract, but the reality is the current system violates Title IX, which requires equity across all sports. This includes coach pay. Oversight is missing, and it's most important to note that these inequities are not accidents. They are deliberate choices. When I spoke up, I faced bullying and pressure from administration. Due to the lack of support, I ultimately resigned as head coach. Although I no longer hold a coaching position, I will continue to confront the inequities in place for the betterment of our programs. Our female athletes deserve fair treatment and resources right now. I urge this board to investigate and correct this. I've provided you all with packets with my findings, experiences, and follow-up questions. Thank you.
Dr. Keating, is this something that we can further investigate and report back to the board? Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. President Jen Telesco.
Good evening. Jennifer Telesco, President, SFT. I'd like to echo Dr. Keating's welcome back to a new year. Our paraprofessionals and professional teachers in the district, welcome back. A huge enrollment of students this year, and I'd like to say that the SFT has been kept busy with the numerous activities and things going on in the office all summer, one of which was working with the district, and I needed a point of clarification for something in the packet tonight with the MO. It should be an MOA between the district and the Scranton Federation of Teachers for the Cyber Academy. On the document, it's listed as an MOA, but on the motion, it's listed as an MOU. So I just wanted to point that out for a point of clarification. That MOA was to directly deal with the enrollment and the building capacities that we've reached in the district, and having an opportunity to work with the district to find a place for our Cyber Academy teachers to accommodate them and accommodate our increasing or ever increasing on a daily basis student enrollment. We've also been working since the first day of school, today's the 8th day, with the district about class overages. Most, if not all, of our buildings are at maximum capacity. Our enrollment continues to grow despite what any projected enrollment studies that we have seen over the years. The first one was wrong, the second one was wrong. Numerous people have come up over the years with some members on this board, other past members of the board, not to close Bancroft Elementary, and that the projected enrollment studies were wrong. I wish I could stand up here and not claim this as I told you so moment, but it is an I told you so moment. And we are working with the district to find short-term solutions for some very long-term problems and issues that we have in the district. So I put this at the helm of the board to tell us the direction that you're headed in to solve the overcrowded in our schools, our enrollment. Having an increase in enrollment is not a bad thing. We don't look at it as that way, but none of us want to see our classes overcrowded or any of our professional teachers losing their teaching spaces because of our classes that need to be split. But we need to come to a solution. I can't help but mention that as a taxpayer and as the SFT president, you still have Bancroft, and it should be a viable solution. I know it's going to be said that it's going to take millions of dollars to invest in that building, but you really don't have any other choices, and to go out and to tell us, to reason with the public and us to say that you're going to rent other spaces or purchase other spaces only to renovate them and put the money in there, it doesn't seem as feasible as investing in the building and the location that you already have. So I am looking to the board to coming up with some long-term solutions for our very long-term and urgent problems that we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Keating, could we get that information also in our packet regarding Bancroft and what the cost would be to look at reopening that?
Yeah, in one of the, I think it was the amended reconfiguration plan, there is a snippet of information already presented to you there.
Okay.
So that does exist if you want to access that.
Is that in the drive then?
It should be in the
Okay, I'll
drive.
check
I
it
think
out.
I have both in the drive.
Okay.
However, Mr. Rucker, who I can't see, oh, there he is. You did do an extensive cost out too. I think I still have that in my email of the issues that would need to be addressed. So I can do that for a memo for Friday.
Great, thank you.
Rosemary Bolin.
Good evening, directors. First of all, I would like to share with you the fact that a former principal and teacher in our district, Tom Jordan, passed away. Tom and his wife, Barbara, worked their careers in this district, and it's a loss just to our community that Tom died. Tom and Barbara have two wonderful sons, one of whom is a doctor and the other one is a doctor of education. And they were wonderful boys. They went to our schools. And I would like you to know that we did lose a member of our community, and he will be sorely missed, not just by his family, but by all of his friends. My main purpose in coming here this evening is a $95,000 bill. The Scranton School Board hired a firm, the McKissick firm, to do an analysis of our schools. The SFT was asked to place on that committee a teacher, which I did. Fran Regan was on that committee, served on that committee. And that committee when they met, they videoed and audioed the meetings. Fran told them time after time after time they were wrong about their numbers. They were wrong. And this isn't the first time McKissick was wrong when it comes to dealing with the Scranton School District. They were wrong in 2008. They said we were loaded with space. Last year at Scranton, South Scranton Intermediate School, the math program to help the kids with additional math was taught on the stage at Scranton, or South Scranton Intermediate, on the stage. Teachers in that building, I know for a fact, looked around for closet space so teachers could go in and have a space at least to put down their gear. Now, if we were so loaded with space, we wouldn't be hunting every day with the administration to try and find space in our schools. We were all over the buildings last week trying to find any kind of space. I want that $95,000 back. I'm a taxpayer in the city of Scranton now, I get to say that. And I am the former president of this union. This is wrong. They were wrong in 08. They wanted us to close schools. If the current administration were not present, if the former administration were here, we may have closed 5 buildings. Where would we be teaching our students? At the Memorial Stadium with a dome on it? We can't do this anymore. If people don't know how to do basic math, let's find somebody that does. Because time and time again, most of you, including myself, watch them put little houses on papers and move them around and tell us we could close all the schools. South Scranton, Northeast Intermediate. Where are the kids going? Where are we putting close to 2,000 kids if we had done that? So I'm going to continue on this binge of mine. $95,000 is a lot of money. We could hire a lot of paras. We could buy extra books. We could get some books in libraries for that kind of money. And I'm asking this board to do its due diligence. I need you to ask your attorney to file a suit and get that money back.
Thank you.
Because they deserve what we do to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer Davis.
Hi, good evening. I'll be brief tonight. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Davis. I'm a resident of the city of Scranton. I'm here representing Boyle Construction. On Friday, we submitted a proposal for construction management services to the district. We really appreciate the opportunity and thank you in advance for your consideration. I'm a graduate of the Scranton School District, Central High School class of 1991, and my children have both attended schools within the district as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Motion to approve the minute meetings from June 2nd.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes, with the B1 and B2 pulled. Yep.
Right. Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Athletics.
Okay, we will have a motion to approve the purchase of replacement weight room equipment and wrestling room mats that were damaged and disposed of due to water damage at West Scranton High School. The purchase will be submitted to the insurance for coverage or partial coverage. The breakdown is as follows: $79,130.47 to Resolite Sports Products, $148,406 to Webster's Fitness, for a total of $227,536.47.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Ms. Merkel? Yes. Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Is there another one? That's not I'm sorry, A2. Okay, sorry about that. We have A2 as well.
A1.
A1, okay, we will have a motion to approve the weekly rate of $75 per event for the game clock, play clock, producer, and announcer at home football games for both high schools.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mrs. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Budget and Finance, starting with B1.
Thank you, Mrs. Orr, for keeping me on track. I apologize, President Holmes, for missing A1.
All right, we will have a motion to approve a list of bill payments of $464,078.94, which is also the financial impact, respectfully submitted.
Second.
On the question?
I just have a couple questions, and I don't know if they're on the bill list or the exception bill list, so I'll ask all my questions on this motion. When I was going through the bills, we have Raptors fees on there for $695 charges, but I can't tell if they're on, off, or if they're just all on. Are we still using Raptor?
We are still using Raptor, and that, the $695 is most likely the visitor management software that gets charged.
Okay, so is that monthly then we're paying that?
That's the annual.
That's the annual, okay, so that was all of our buildings annual?
Correct.
Okay, for the $695. Okay, just wanted to understand that. My second question was regarding the charges that we paid to Scranton Electric for the chiller. And is that the chiller at McNichols Plaza that we're still renting?
That is correct.
So, in looking back at our information on this, we did have a memo from Mr. Rutger that recommended purchasing a chiller. That was back in April of 2025. Have we done anything with that? And my other question is, are we paying $11,000 a month for the chiller or $54,000? Because the total charge to Scranton Electric was $54,000.
Give me 1 second
Okay.
here. The rental fee on the chiller is actually $95.50. That's the monthly rental fee,
Okay,
and that is on bill list B1.
okay. So the other charges, were there maintenance fees related to that
I'll
in there?
have to drill in and look,
Okay,
but the monthly rental quote is $95.50.
okay. So is that something that we need to revisit?
Yes, we do, because we're getting to a like, we're coming, and Mr. Rucker is, if he wants to contribute, but we're coming to the end of the cooling season, obviously. We will be turning it off, but we will need something in place come April of next year.
Okay. So
And we'll make
I'd
sure to
just like
drain it this time?
I'm sorry?
Didn't it freeze last year and cause damage?
Yes, it did.
So can we make sure that we have preventative
We have
measures in
plans
place that we're not going to do that?
We have plans in place to ensure that doesn't occur.
Thank you.
Okay.
We could add that to the October work session.
Sure, thank you. That's all I had.
Pat, I believe in this, and that's a good question, Tara. I believe when this was first brought up, the district was all ready to put it up for bid to buy a new chiller. And then what happened was, I was looking over the proposal, and I saw that there was a $64,000 design fee. And I know I said this before, but I do have some experience in purchasing. And first of all, I don't know why we needed to have a design fee, where all we had to do is put out a spec with the make, the model number, and some light language to cover any other things such as setting it in place and turnkey. And I don't know why that will, I mean, when I spoke that night, I was under the impression that's what our administration was going to do. And I expected this to already be taken care of and bid the way that it should be.
Yeah, and the city doesn't require designs for replacement, so there would be no reason to pay a design fee for something that doesn't need to be designed.
Agreed, and I think part of what we've been debating internally is if we're going to redo a full replacement of the chiller, we want to make sure that the format or the layout of the school is how we intend it to be for the next future years for use. So that's one, I think, area of concern, that we didn't want to install a chiller in a certain way as the layout is now, and then want to change the format of the school and change the whole layout of the air conditioning system.
Is this something we can, number one, get more information and have an operations meeting where we can dive into this deeper and get more information
Sure.
to actually go into this and get this resolved long-term?
So upon Director Yanni's request, I have my to-do list here that we'll have an updated memo in on the chiller plaza. for
Correct.
everyone.
But I think we should also have an operations meeting where we can dive into this. Right now, we're on a motion, but where we can speak about this more. You would provide information, Q&A, and maybe get to a solution to this finally.
Pat?
That makes sense.
Director Yanni,
Pat, are we planning on putting on an addition or knocking maybe a room off over there to change the configuration?
we have no plans at this time, no.
Then I don't understand your logic.
Gentlemen, this is getting off the merits of the motion. That's why I said we should refer this to an operations meeting where we can dive deeper into this. I agree with you, we should be having this conversation, but right now, we're voting on the bill list.
I can set up an operations meeting.
Well, I'd like to thank Director Yanni for bringing this back up.
And Director McAndrew said he will work with you to set up an operations meeting so we can discuss this.
And Director Yanni, just to answer your question a little further, you mentioned 54,000. That's the total on that one individual check payment, but there was multiple different repairs and purposes on there. There's cooling tower repairs, services of other chillers in the district, the rental of the current chiller, a repair of a condenser coil as well. So, okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Roll call?
Mrs. Yanni?
No.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
8 affirmative, 1 negative, motion passes.
I have a motion for the exception bill list. Bill payments made July 31st, August 14th, August 31st, and September 5th, 2025, total $11,463,097.42.
Second. Sorry.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
No.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
8 affirmative, 1 negative, motion passes.
Education?
I have one more.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I have a motion to approve the sale of property, PIN number 14506-020-016, which for reference is the old Samuel Morse School lot on the corner of Far Street and North Sumner Avenue.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Education?
Oh, that's me. Sorry. We will have a motion to approve special education settlement agreements following legal review and negotiation. Settlement summaries previously provided to the board for review. 3006288 KV, 3002397 BS, 3018415 LR, and 3003867 BS.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
No.
Mr. Casey?
No.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
7 affirmative, 2 negative, motion passes.
Do I need to read this as MOA, does it, MOA? Okay. We will have a motion to approve the memorandum of agreement between the Scranton School District and the Scranton Federation of Teachers for the district's cyber academy split schedule as outlined in the attachment for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Operations.
All right, so first we will have E1, motion to award the design study for the West Scranton High School Gymnasium to Studio KLP and CHA for design work at both the high school location and the Isaac Tripp Elementary location at a total cost of $4,000.
Second.
On the question.
Yeah, on the question, do we know how long it might take, do they say, to get something back to us?
No, but now that if this passed through, I could ask.
Perfect, thank you.
Just on the question, I know we've had multiple discussions about this. I just personally don't feel comfortable at this time, especially with no state budget. We know we don't have the money for it right now. I would personally prefer to wait a little bit until we're in a more comfortable position to start looking at this, so that we don't do the same thing as last time and have it done and then have to do it again. So just at this time, I would be a no. Thank you.
Roll call.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
No.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
8 affirmative, 1 negative, motion passes.
All right, we have E2, motion to approve change order RFCO number 061-23-015, West Scranton Intermediate, additional carpet and courts to a cost of $32,104.85.
Second.
On the question.
On the question, Pat, was there any design fees included in this?
There will be, yes.
Yeah. I think, I
This-
believe,
this-
I'm trying to remember it in front of me right now,
We're
'cause
gonna
I
do-
wrote this memo.
There will be the standard fees associated, are you asking for for CHA?
Yes.
Yeah, the standard fee agreements that they would have in place would be tacked on to this. I do not believe they're included in that number. There is some markup from the contractor low bar, but the design is not included in the 32.
So that carpet tile, they're gonna get a design fee on. Just a
I'm
simple
pulling it right
installation
now.
of carpet tile.
It's not gonna be in the change order?
It's not gonna be on the, I don't think it will be.
Like, what design is there for putting a carpet in?
Sean's here.
Hey, everybody. My name is Sean McNamara. I'm from CHA. In regards to this specific item, I can get you that information and report back to you tomorrow. I'm not familiar with this specific change order, but I can get that information.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, if your firm is charging us for additional carpet installation, a design fee, there is no design, so that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I'm just throwing that out there. Thank you.
This should have been actually
Would you please stay?
handled.
There's an additional question, I think.
Sean, I can still do this. If this was tabled right now, I can still do this, correct? If it was voted in October?
For this specific change order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're saying you're gonna get this information tomorrow, but we're supposed to vote right now. So that would do us no good. So there's a thought process right now, is if you're gonna provide us with information, we table this, and we can take consensus based off of the information, and then ratify it in October.
Okay.
See what I mean?
I'll make a
I
mo-
understand what you're saying, yes.
I'll make the motion to table.
And I'll second that.
On the question.
No on the question. No on question.
On the question, I would say that this is information that we should have before we
When you
vote.
table, there's no on the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Roll call.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Strzelecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Yanni?
No.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
No.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Oh.
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Miss,
Hold on, she's still doing roll call.
I know, but I need to change my
Oh,
vote.
change your vote?
The last time I said it, after it was announced, I said that I couldn't do it. I'd like to change my vote.
2 yes.
Correct.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
8 affirmative, 1 negative, motion passes.
So now it's tabled.
Now it's tabled, correct.
Thank you for getting that to us tomorrow. We
My first
appreciate it.
priority, first thing in the morning.
Thank you.
All right, so now we have E3, motion to award and there's no name here, blank, as architect and engineering firm.
Second.
So, I'm sorry, is there on the question? I'm sorry, I'm going to wait for you to answer on the question.
On the question?
Okay, so I would just like to speak to this. Director McAndrew, can you read that motion again?
Absolutely. It says right here, motion to award, and there's a blank, as architect/engineering firm.
So I'm a little concerned because at the work session 2 weeks ago, Director McAndrew, you spoke at length about the importance of hiring an architect and engineer to bring in here. Director Casey spoke at length about, delays, obstructing progress, and so we agreed that we were going to move forward and fill this architect and engineer position so that we could then have them advise us with the construction manager process. Everybody was good with that. And then I directly asked Dr. Keating if she wanted an outside consultant, to which she replied, I think if we cost this out and I can see it, then we can move forward with what I thought was going to be a recommendation. So as a board member, to receive in our board packet a motion that has blank in it, no explanation from administration, no documentation other than a cost out that I didn't see it when I looked Friday. I just happened to pull it up Sunday to go over it to get ready for the meeting, and then I found it. So I've got real concern there for the disrespect for these vendors that we are showing. We have vendors who followed our process that we outlined for them in good faith. We have a deadline where we either have to award this or we have to put it back out. So I guess I have to ask, why, if you had everything July 16th, and I guess this is directed at you, Mr. Laffey and Dr. Keating, why are we now here and we got nothing? We got no recommendation, no research. We got a motion with a blank name in it, especially after our work session 2 weeks ago, where I think everybody made it very clear that we wanted to fill this position. I think that's what came out of that work session. So that's concerning to me.
I have no problem speaking to it publicly, and I will openly say I thought that the cost out would have given me light to be able to understand this. When they came in, the people who were there when we looked over these, the first words out of my mouth were, this didn't help me at all, I'm still confused, I'm out of my lane. I admit when I'm out of my lane, I admit when I'm in over my head. For me to make a recommendation beyond what cost is, I don't feel comfortable without engaging someone who could sit and explain it to me. I have no problem owning that, and I will take responsibility for not being able to understand that.
And I just want to clarify what I said. Give me 1 second. Yes, I did say if we hire this, we can use them as like a reference or expert. Just because, Director Fox made the comment that she talked to legal and they said it'd be best if we staggered it. And we had two motions at the time. We had award a bunch of projects and award this. So that's why my recommendation was, okay, if we award this, then they can help us with the other two RFPs. The problem is what we've got, yes, we could add this late submittal RFP in. No, we can't. It's back and forth. There's a lot of red flags from what we've been seeing the last couple of days and what the information we got, today and in our packet. Why is it not there? Why? I mean, the administration did not make a recommendation. I understand why you didn't make a recommendation, because you don't feel that it's your expertise. And if we were going to have the committee like they did, there was a discussion to have an expert on there. Was there an expert on there? So there wasn't even an expert. There was just a cost out. And I don't know if that's enough information, just going by cost with no experts who has expertise in this, to have anything on this motion to recommend. Is that correct?
Again, I am openly, publicly saying that I do not have the qualifications to make a comprehensive recommendation beyond who was the lowest price. That is what I'm capable of telling you. Beyond that, to make a recommendation and then have some hidden fee or hidden cost jump out where I'm sitting on this stage and then being called to task because I made a recommendation and I didn't understand something is wrong of me to do. I am stating I am out of my lane. That is why that is blank. Nobody called me over the weekend to ask me why it was blank. I didn't put something in the memo. If I didn't even realize that the cost out wasn't uploaded till someone emailed it to me.
And I appreciate that, but I'm not sure why we didn't get that. And my point is, going forward, I would hope that over the weekend there would be some sort of an explanation. I hesitate to reach out to you on the weekend. I don't want to bother you on the weekend, so I certainly don't want to, cause any disruption to your personal time. So that is why I did not reach out to you over the weekend. But yeah, I think I do need that. I at least would have liked that explanation from you as to why you would present your board of directors with a motion that's blank after the work session that we had.
At this time, I'd like to make a motion to reject all bids.
I'll second that.
On the question.
Yeah, is there on the question of that?
No, not on an amendment, according to Robert's rules. You're perfectly eligible to call for a
We can
vote.
have on the, there's a new motion. It's a motion to reject all the proposals submitted to be the district architect and engineer.
And can
There was a second, we can have it on the question. Yes.
Okay, on the question.
Yes, on the question. I would just like to briefly review the timeline that we have here, just so that we can, as was stated, there was lengthy discussion last meeting. I think there was a lot of confusion out there. I know questions have been asked, and now people aren't really understanding, and now we have a motion in front of us to reject all bids. So the architect and engineer services RFP went out June 11th. It had a due date of July 16th at 10:30. The bid opening was at 11 a.m. that day. July 17th, we received a memo with the 7 people who submitted through the website, and it said, commencing next week, we'll begin reviewing proposals and preparing for a summary to be shared with the board. So as I stated before, I know the summer was busy, and to just the points of being kind and nice of, in the future, when we know this is coming and such, if we could have these conversations sooner about when we need a consultant or such. July, we could have had, we wouldn't be in this place right now if we were able to work on that a little sooner. So then, again, we got that memo on July 17th stating the 7 vendors who submitted. July 24th, we got a memo that on July 21st, a vendor emailed the district saying that their response wasn't received. We were told that we should be able to waive this because of technicalities which were stated in the RFP. On 7/24/25 in the legal bills, we were charged $500 to review the issue of the late submission by prospective district architect vendor, conduct review of RFP responses received by the board, discuss facts with blank, review emails and findings from openbid.gov, and provide a formal legal opinion. So again, that was from 7/24/25, $500 to review and give a legal opinion, 7/24. 7/29, we received at 1:14 p.m. an email asking for consensus, saying, do we want to accept this bid or not, due to an IT issue. IT issue or proceed with the 5 timely submissions, which it was 7. This instance would qualify as such a technicality since the 6th was not submitted through the site. Would the board like to waive this technicality and allow the 6th to be considered? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please submit them directly to the solicitor and CC both myself and the VP. I responded July 29th at 1:31 p.m., and I said, I am concerned that the full board is taking consensus without I'm concerned that the board is taking consensus without full information. I questioned at this time that not only was the response not put through the website, but it was submitted on the 21st when the bids closed on the 16th. Our solicitor at that time did respond, and he said, let's see how the yeas and nays come back and determine if further discussion is warranted. I would like to clarify at this time that I sent my questions and my concerns as I was asked to on July 29th, and it was said, that was the response, and I did put both the president, vice president, solicitor, and superintendent on this. So I had my concerns that we were taking consensus without full information on July 29th, just to clarify that. We met July 28th. Consensus was taken the day after we met because it was forgot to be brought up that time. It was forgot to be brought up. Let's see how this comes back, and then we'll have further discussion. July 30th at 12:48, per your request, board consensus was reached to accept this bid to put into a summary. And then, so that was, I apologize, July 30th. So then we go to August 29th, which was our last meet, or after our last meeting, and then we got the memo saying it was the follow-up from the meeting that we just had because questions were raised on if this could be received or not. So I did send an email asking for the cost comparison on Friday, I don't know when I asked, Saturday maybe, and you said, because the day was busy, it didn't get uploaded. I said, no problem. And I almost did call you for a second, but I didn't want to bother you because I saw the blank, I did see the blank document in front of us, and I was like, let me just see what happens, because we did get the cost out. I also saw it uploaded in that drive that you created, which I do appreciate. So then, now, are we discussing at this point why we are putting on the table to deny all bids? I mean, this is, I assume that we are discussing the public policy of why we're now at this place and why we're using this
I'm going to
option.
just speak and answer some of your questions, because I
Sure.
think it's necessary, and then I think what we're going to do is continue with the vote, okay? Just to remind everybody where we're at. You're absolutely right. Thank you for that timeline, because that's consistent with what I started to say. On July 24th, if you saw entries for a legal bill, that was around the time that Pat and I were discussing this issue. And a lot of that time that day was spent with opengov.com, trying to get an understanding. They reviewed metadata, they interacted with us, we were trying to confirm whether the vendor actually had an IT issue. That's kind of narrowly what we looked at. And I'm going to admit it, because I admitted it to other people. I found out that they submitted it 5 days late when you sent that email. That's when I knew that you said, hey, isn't it relevant that this came in 5 days later? I'm afraid the board is taking consensus without all the facts. And that was one of them, because I didn't know that. So what I said in the beginning was also true. I said more in the executive session, with more facts. We did a fuller analysis after the work session last week or 2 weeks ago. And that's what produced that memo, okay? I did request consensus, and I shouldn't have, because that was not a waivable defect. I called President Holmes on the information that I had after spending some time with Assistant Superintendent Laffey and the OpenGov people, believing that it was a technicality, as such was contemplated under the bid specs, and I asked President Holmes to take consensus on that, and then when we did the full analysis, I shouldn't have. It's not waivable, so I should not have even asked for that consensus. So that's my error, just like Dr. Keating was saying she's out of her lane. That's what I said. I'm going to own that confusion that resulted. But in the end, we got it right. We gave you the analysis, which is to reject that submission because it's unlawful. And what you have right now is the choice to hire from the field. I think what I'm hearing is because of the confusion, because of potential prejudice to the disqualified vendor maybe, whatever it is, whatever the province is, you absolutely have the right to act as a majority to reject all the proposals if that's what you want to do as well, too.
And that is what the current motion is and the reason why that motion was made.
But I also want to just speak, the reason, I don't know what the reason why it was blank, but I was asked about that. As part of the administration, I was asked if it was okay for administration to send the board a proposed agenda that had a blank. And I said, absolutely, because it is their job. I said, it is the administration's job to run the day-to-day aspects of the school. It is not your job to be a competent, qualified professional to ascertain the best engineer or construction manager or lawyer for that matter. It is almost exclusively what the board is elected to do. The board hires, the board has that decision, and the board can make that determination, and you can absolutely leave that blank. So I'll own that as well, too.
Okay, and could I continue speaking on the question? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so are we doing anything illegal tonight if we were to move ahead, take the 7 vendors that submitted timely in good faith, review their proposals, and select one this evening?
But before you answer that, shouldn't we vote on the current one right now?
Yeah, there's a motion now. We have to see how
Right,
the
but
vote
this is,
goes.
I'm asking on the question of your motion, would we be doing anything illegal if we were to do that
No,
tonight?
if this motion fails, and you want to then raise a motion to hire from that field, and.
Well, we
the
have
support
that
is there.
motion.
Okay, I'm saying,
There-
right
but-
now, there's a motion on the table to reject the proposals. If
proposal.
that motion carries, there won't be anything to award.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that we've all made a mistake in this process. It's
Yes.
very confusing, and we're going to take a step back,
That's what we're
reevaluate,
doing.
and
That's the-
restart.
That's the proposal on the
Okay.
floor.
And that's the thing, there's no recommendation, the board, we didn't even discuss like the options because we thought maybe it would become a recommendation because they were gonna use, an expert, so how do we pick from the 7 at this point, right now, tonight? I know there's a time frame on it, we have to do it by 60 days and we're running into that. I just think, Catherine, your timeline that you publicly stated, which I appreciate you did, I think the public can hear how crazy and confusing it was. Yes, we can accept it, no, we can't accept it, and this and that. Now, there's no recommendation, so that's where I'm at. I never want to vote on anything that has so many red flags on it, especially with dealing with RFPs in the past that didn't go the way we thought it was going to go with advice from the state and our other legal law firm. We wound up in court. So I'm always going to be hesitant when there's so many red flags to vote on anything. And just like Mrs. Boland said, like, there's a lot of money here, like, when we hire these firms. So I don't want to make a decision until we have, more concrete and less red flags around.
Yeah, and since I work in this space, I can speak to it a little bit. I mean, I'll use, since he's in the news all the time, John Basiliga as an example. He uses different architects and engineers for every job. Some firms are going to be good at building schools. Some are going to be good at maybe just the STEM academy. We can, if we bid out each individual job, that'll just save us money. So as long as we just, and I've said this on the floor a couple times, as long as we get our own CM who knows construction, and then at the very least, as long as we have either bids or proposals or whatever, because it is a professional service, we can save money and get a better product for the Scranton School District. So I'm in favor of rejecting these. I don't think it's detrimental to the district. In fact, I think this is the safe play right now.
Could we
And I
have
just
an
wanted to
operations
say,
meeting to talk about that?
To Dr. Keating, just thank you. I know this has been very stressful on you, but I appreciate your transparency, your accountability. I know how busy you have been with everything going on with enrollment right now. So I do appreciate everything you have done and coming to the board tonight and saying what transpired. But with that, this board has done a lot of good the last couple of years. I tried to stay focused on the positive, and for me, I'm voting no tonight. I want to reject the bids and start over here. Just a lot of confusion, some red flags. I don't want us to end up on the front page of the newspaper. I want us to do the right thing. So for me, like I said, I will be in support of rejecting the bids because of that.
Roll call.
Ms. Drislecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnny?
No.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
No.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
7 affirmative, 2 negative, motion
And
passed.
again, Sean, you can work with Pat, and we can schedule this for also that operations meeting to discuss this further.
Absolutely.
Personnel?
Okay, sorry, let me get my stuff here. So F1, we will have a motion to approve the personnel report as attached. All hires are contingent upon all background checks and clearances.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mrs. Johnny?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Drislecki?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
F2, approve uncompensated leave of absence request for licensed practical nurse, LPN, employee number 4176 for the 2025-2026 school year pursuant to Board Policy 339.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Drislecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnny?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
F3, approve uncompensated leave of absence request for personal care assistant PCA employee number 4421 for the 2025-2026 school year pursuant to Board Policy 339.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Ms. Drislecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnny?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
F4, motion to approve interns for the following departments: Technology Department, Business Office, and Human Resources Department. Financial impact hourly rate of $12.50 as consistent with intern pay rate.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Jani?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Bless you.
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Policy?
A motion to approve policy 904, attendance at school events.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Jani?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
And the relations?
Thank you. Motion to approve parking agreement for Willard Elementary with Garrity Supermarket. I so move.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Jani?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Next one is motion to approve utility rate and rebate audit. I so move.
Second.
On the question?
So, Pat, this is something I brought up at a Budget and Finance Committee meeting. There is a group that will do this for $0. Why are we paying somebody to do this?
So the group that will do it for zero, I believe, does have a percentage of fee of the savings against it.
No, the utility companies reward them, like, basically, it costs us nothing. And they do the analysis for free. And I brought that up at the Budget and Finance meeting months ago. And so then we're getting Patriot Energy Consulting Group. I don't understand that. If we have somebody who will do a free analysis, why aren't we taking that? And there are multiple companies that do this, and just so everybody knows, so I do it. I'm familiar, like, Scranton Prep does it. They do a utility check, and they lock in low rates for things like gas, electric, or analyze internet costs, things like that. But the analysis is free. This is an annual consulting cost.
It's a 1 year, 1 year.
Well,
grant,
and it says
yeah.
annual,
Yeah.
so presumably potentially renewed. But, like, what are they going to consult on?
They're going to review the current contracts that we have when we go out to bid for future utility rates. They're going to look at potentially rebates on improvements that we've already done within some of our capital improvements to go and apply for potential rebates with the utility company. The gentleman has extensive experience in the utility industry and in various industries that he's worked in.
Why didn't we go with the one who said they do the analysis for free?
Well, I believe that group does a much wider scope of not just utilities, but
Yeah.
general supplies. And
Even
that's
better.
that's going to be an RFP that we put out soon, I believe. This was a nominal cost of $9,600. I was under the impression that the savings that the individuals would save, we would pay off of future utility savings that we would receive.
Yeah, so like the utility rate savings is literally with this other group, and there are multiple ones of them also, that they do the same thing. So I don't get why
Director
we're.
Borthwick, should we table this and then get more, ask for
Yeah,
more
I
information
mean-
regarding
I'd
the
like to
two?
make
That's
a
fine.
motion that we table it.
And collect that additional information that Director Borthwick is referring to?
I'll second
Got it.
that.
It's a motion to table. Roll call?
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Jani?
Yes.
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
The next one is motion to approve Thomas Rode's residency verification program. I so move.
Second.
On the question? Roll call?
Mr. Zlecki?
Yes.
Mrs. Jani?
Yes?
Mr. Borthwick?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mrs. Chesak?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Ms. Merkel?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
So moved.
Second. Barrington.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh,
Thank you. No, we're still there.